Welcome to Connected Media live at NAB show. I'm Bridget Nzeku, and joining me is David Springall, CTO at YoSpace. David, thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Tell us a bit about YoSpace.
We specialize in live streaming with dynamic ad insertion. So that means that we can send out a live stream with ads that are targeted to individual users. So you can be, going from a broadcast, let's say live football match, for example. It goes to an ad break, and frame accurately and seamlessly we can replace the ads that you would have seen in the broadcast with ads that are tailored to you as an individual. So that for the advertiser or for the broadcasters, that increases the yield per ad, because you can segment your audience and you can oversell with increased CPMs. So I mean, we don't actually do the user targeting to determine exactly which users should see which ads. We use external ad servers. That there's many different ad servers on the market that have kind of cracked this problem, but we're the bit that is the mechanic for creating a truly broadcast experience that's seamless and frame accurate.
It adds a real level of complexity to what broadcasters are facing, lots of challenges. We're in Connected Media Live, which has grown. It's doubled in size since last year, because these technologies are critical to their survival in many cases. What do you think the main challenges are that face your clients?
The main challenge is the proliferation of connected devices. We come from a mobile background. We've been working in mobile since 2000, and it's always been a very fragmented environment. And you've got this proliferation of set-top boxes, connected TVs, mobile phones, tablets, and people are wanting and expecting all of this content, all of these devices. Now that's and then you layer that on top of the requirement for studio DRM and content protection, and layer that on top of being able to monetize through user-centric or personalized advertising, and you get this explosion of combinations of platforms, DRM encryption systems on top of this relatively complicated insertion or seamless insertion of advertising. So that's the key thing. But we're finding that broadcasters are really sort of understanding that this is starting to become a reality now,
and critical,
and critical for them to drive that monetization that they have yet to see in linear streaming.
Do you think what you're doing is one of the key models for revenue creation in the future? Because everyone's talking about monetization here at NAB.
Yes, I think it is. I mean, until very recently, it had not been really possible to effectively monetize linear television on connected devices, or shall we say, to do it effectively enough for it to be a very profitable enterprise. So yeah, we see it as absolutely critical. But at the moment, we're looking at taking broadcast video that's come from a broadcast head end, tailoring the advertising to the user. But the concept of tailoring advertising to a user is just the same concept of tailoring the content to a user. Now, people are very used to the concept of linear. The idea that you're watching a channel, that the content is curated on your behalf, rather than you having to curate the content through a VOD portal. And we see that a big area of expansion is tailored linear channels, where the channel is a linear experience, but the programs that I watch and the order that I watch them is completely tailored to me as a user and what I enjoy. So it's like a super micro targeted channel, and the technology that we have allows us to do that and do it at a scale that would make it economically feasible.
So massive changes underway in the industry. What do you think we're going to be seeing this time next year?
Well, I think more of this, the concept of component linear channels, driven out of a cloud-based environment, rather than having to invest in lots of broadcast kit. It will be possible to deliver stitched streams or stitched linear experiences from a cloud-based effectively a website with, with no capital expenditure. It's all run off of an operating expense.
David Springall, thank you very much for talking to us.
Well, thank you.